guys, for today's video, I'm going to be doing another full face of first impressions using some of the products I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I went ham and bought so many things. I will have my haul linked up in the cards, as well as my first try on video where I tested all the things that I got from Rare Beauty and Natasha Denona, which was quite a bit. And today is going to be Cosis, Patrick Ta, and Makeup by Mario. So from Kosas, I got all their complexion products, the Revealer Skin Improving Foundation, the Revealer Concealer, the Cloud Set Powder. I got Patrick Ta's Major Dimension 2 Rose palette, one of his gel liners in Copper Gold, and then I was also able to snag one of the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums in Bronze Glow. And it's been a few days since I filmed my other one where I tried the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in Happy Soul, and I really think it's a little bit too red for me. So today I am going to be trying the other shade Power Boost to see how I like that one on me. So let's just get started. So first I'm going to apply my cream bronzer because I like to do that underneath of my foundation. So I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick in the lightest shade Power Boost. And I know that some people have found this to be too orange, but like I said, Happy Soul is a little red. So I initially did not swatch this one because I was hoping that the other color would work for me and I could return this brand new, but I really want to see if this is going to work a little bit better for me. So before I apply it, I will go ahead and swatch this next to some of my other products. So there's Power Boost. Then on the other side, I will do the Persona Bronzer Stick in Dune. A little bit more orange. And then the Rare has a little bit more yellow. Then on the other side, we'll do the M Cosmetics So Soft Bronzer in Summer, which has more brown in it. And then I have Rare Beauty Happy Soul on the bottom. So we've got Persona Dune, Rare Beauty Power Boost, M Cosmetics Summer, and then Rare Beauty Happy Soul. So I don't know, I actually feel like Power Boost might work for me. So we'll see, I hope so, because I liked the formula. So I'm really wanting to find a color that works well on me. So taking Power Boost, and I'm not really too worried about a warm bronzer as long as it's not straight up orange. Again, blending it with my e.l.f. small stipple brush. I did wash it. Yeah, it's looking pretty yellow. I don't know. I might end up having to do like half and half to see which one I like better, but we'll see how it looks after I have my foundation on. I like to put some underneath and some on top. I feel like I did not do a good job of getting it up near my hairline. I'm sorry if the angle's not great here. I look so crazy having brows done already. Yeah, the color feels off on that one too. Oh, I'm so sad, but we'll see. Let's not give up yet. So we'll be coming back to that. Then the Cosis Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. I've heard from a lot of people that the shade and undertone descriptions are really off. I was able to go to a store in Miami that had a full Cosis display, so I just swatched all the colors, and I'm so glad because the stores near me just have an end cap, and I found a shade that I was like, oh, that will work, but it wouldn't be like a great match, but this one seems really good for me. So this is a very light neutral 100, very light with neutral undertones, but I think that people have said that this runs a little bit yellow, which is what I like. But I don't have an olive undertone, and olive foundations look pretty green on me, so it just depends. I'd rather go neutral than olive. So I've got my clean beauty sponge, and I'm just going to pump it right onto the sponge. Nice, smooth, clean pump. And I've got a little mirror down here to help me see a little better. Looking a little light, but we'll see if the color settles in. I swear I swatched this one in person and I thought it would be good, so. Isn't that interesting? I feel like that's been happening to me recently, that the products have been a little light. But that's, you know, that's good. I'm glad to see that there are more fair shades, and hopefully they're doing just as well in the deep category. Here's one layer applied all over. Not bad. I think it has like a really nice glow to it, but not too wet. And it looks like light medium coverage with one layer. So I'm going to apply a little bit more. So that was just one pump I'm going to use on the whole bottom of my face, which I guess that's what I did the first time too, huh? So that's good. I like that. It's easily spreadable. So here's 2 layers all over, looking a little bit more dewy. Definitely still looks a little light for me, but what do you guys think shade-wise? I feel like for some reason my neck looks darker than my chest. Like just looking at my chest, that's not bad, right? Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So now I'm gonna go back with the Power Boost bronzer stick. I'm going to run it on my brush and apply more to my face. This way, this is always how I do it. I feel like that doesn't look terrible. I don't know. If you guys watched last video and this video, let me know what you think about, no, it does still look yellow. Let me know what color you think is better for me. I think like I said, am gonna do like a half and half. And I'm also still undecided about what I want to do with the Rare Beauty tinted moisturizer. So I think I'm going to do a half and half with that, and the L'Oreal tinted serum, because I like that one so much. So I want to see if I like the Rare Beauty just as much. Otherwise, why would I keep it, you know? I'm so sad about the shade because I do like the formula. Now I do have other cream bronzer sticks. It's going to take me forever to get through them, so it's not really like I need another one, but people love these so much I wanted to be able to as well. So just tapping over with a foundation sponge. So then I'm going to take the Cosis Revealer Concealer. I got the lightest shade, which is 0.5 in, very light with neutral undertones. And I'm so glad I was able to swatch these in store because I wasn't sure about this or shade number 1, but I feel like this should work. It looks very light. It looked fine in person. We'll see. It has a flat paddle applicator, which I really like because you're able to apply more product. I prefer this style of applicator versus like a real big one or just like a standard shape. So I'm going to just like that. And then I will go down the center of my face. It feels kind of sticky, just like upon applying it. It doesn't seem like it's gliding as easily as I thought it might, but I haven't even blended it out yet, so we'll see. So let's see, how's it blending? Pretty good. Do you guys have this issue? I feel like concealer, no matter how gently I take the applicator down the center of my nose, it will remove the foundation underneath. That looks okay. But it's like it doesn't do it anywhere else in the center of my face, just on my nose, which is so bizarre. Okay. Then I'm gonna take the pointed end for under my eyes. I should have done one eye with and without. Sorry, guys. I definitely want to make sure to take some on the side of my nose. I do think that this color, if you have this shade in foundation, goes well for brightening but not being too light. I think the shade looks good, and it does look like more of a medium coverage concealer. I feel like I can still see a little bit of darkness right here. I am looking for a concealer that I like that's not super full coverage because I am trying out so many skin tints. I'm wearing powder foundation, so I do think coverage wise this one seems like what I'm looking for. And I'm going to use the Cloud Set powder on my face, not under my eyes. So I'm just going to use the Derm Blend Translucent Loose Setting Powder to set my concealer. So then for the Cosis Cloud Set powder, I got the lightest shade, Airy. I did use up a deluxe size sample of the shade Breezy, which I think would be great on its own, but it's a little dark for me, which I don't want if I'm going to be using this over top of something else. So I bought Airy for now, and I'm hoping the shade will work well for me. I might pick up Breezy in the future. We'll see. I'm hoping I love the full size as much as I love the mini. It looks very light, and I know my foundation's light still. Definitely is very tacky. With this powder, you can put on a ton of it and still not feel super set and matte. I like using this Japonesque powder brush I got from TJ Maxx with it, and I have not had a hard pan issue. And I have speculated before what I think that's about, why I think it is. And I think it has to do with, I use a lot of powder. I use a brush like this, but I think most importantly, I'm using foundations that aren't super wet and dewy. This is just prone to hard pan because I use more of like a satin natural foundation. I have not had that issue so far. So I'm hoping that will still be the case with this full size. I'm very happy that it looks like the color is still working for me and isn't too pale. My face still feels super tacky. This is definitely more than I would typically like. I think I would be tempted to go, I'm not going to keep going and powdering, but that's probably what I would do. Is I would normally go in and like powder more with the Cosis, or I would take a fluffy brush and some of the Derm Blend because this really easily sets down my makeup. I'm not going to do that today because I really want to, you know, show you the products on their own, but that is something that I would probably do in real life. And I think that has to do with it. This foundation is just like a little bit more moisturizing than ones I typically go for, but here's what my complexion looks like up close. I think it looks really nice. What do you guys think? I'm very happy with this level of coverage. You guys know I'm a full coverage girl, so I feel like my skin looks pretty flawless here, but not completely covered. I definitely am impressed with this so far, at least the way it initially looked and applied. So that was all for face. I'm not really feeling like putting blush and highlight on, but I'm gonna zoom you guys in for us to do the eyes. All right, so now zooming you in for the eyes. I'm very sorry my brushes are not clean this time. I plan on doing a different video today, but it'll be just fine. So I'm using the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 2 Rose Palette, and I am just gonna keep it simple. This is not a tutorial, this is just testing purposes. So I am going to use the lighter 3 mattes, and I'm going to use this shimmer because it has like a duochrome flash to it, which is really pretty, and I will use the lighter cream shadow. I'm a little bummed that they're both matte. I think it would have been nice for the lighter cream shadow to have a shimmer finish because it's something that I'm gonna be wearing under the shimmers, but that's okay. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to, they do have names. It's very hard to see with the packaging, but I believe this shade is Crush, the lightest matte, and I'm going to apply it as my transition shade with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH32. Good bit of kick up. I never tried his original palette, so this is my first time trying his formula, which I'm really excited about. And I'm very happy that this palette does not have a matte cream or black. It's just like a really nice dark brown, and this is like a very light peachy shade. So I'm happy with that. And deeper skin tones could use this as a setting shade, but for me, works as a good blending or transition color. I'm now gonna go in with the lightest cream shade and this Alamar Cosmetics flat shader brush. I always use this with creams. Looks very rich. And I'm just gonna carve my lid. This is pretty smooth though. I wonder if this would be good as a liner if it'd be too smudgy. I mean, I'm not a gel liner person anyway. I'm gonna use these more as bases than anything, but very nice and creamy. I want to take it up a little bit more so it's hopefully looking a little less harsh. Then I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade. Let me swatch it for you and see if you can pick up the dimension on my finger. It has like a little bit of like a green reflect and a pink base, which is really cool. So that's, I want to use that one. And that is called Lust, I believe. It is the middle shimmer. So taking that on a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush, and I'm hoping this will pick it up. I just want to get like a base layer. Okay, I feel like when I'm going over top, I really had to dig in there to get it on my brush. I will apply it at the end with my fingers, but I like to get a base layer with the brush. Yeah, it's just like, it's like I'm running over top of it and it's making the look of the texture part go away, but not picking up on the brush that easily. So I'll play around with some other brushes, but for right now, I will just go with my finger, and then if we need to reapply at the end, I will do that. This shade is so cool. And the base is nice and sticky, which is great. And let me try a little bit on a brush to get a little precision there. Then taking Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH33, and I am gonna take the second to last matte, which is Amour, and I'm using that as my crease color. Then taking the middle matte Devotion and this MAC 286 Duo Fiber Taper Blending Brush. Trying to wipe off any excess on my little towel down here. And just gonna focus this in the outer corner, bringing it in to help it blend a bit. I'm gonna go back in with the lightest matte and the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH34 and go around the edges, definitely in the inner part of my crease. The lightest shade seems to have the most kick up so far. Then I'm just gonna take a clean blending brush, Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH36, go all around the edges, then going back in with the lid shade on my finger. Look at the difference there. So important to re-intensify your lid shade once you've done all your crease work and blending. So here's the eyeshadow all complete. I do think it's pretty, but I just wish the shimmers applied easier with a brush. So I will try different brushes. If you've tried that, please let me know specifically what eye brushes worked best with that. So the eyes are all done and I zoomed this out for the lip color. So this is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum in Bronze Glow. I'm also interested in Bare Glow, but it was out of stock like the whole sale, and I was super lucky that one of the stores in DC had one of these shades still available. I'm really curious to see if I'm gonna like this formula because I know it has a little shimmer. Clicks up, not back down. So be careful, don't click up too much. Really pretty. Okay, I'm glad I got this color. I was hoping it wouldn't be like too much for me, but definitely has a thicker formula, which I like. It feels nourishing. I do get like a little bit of a cooling sensation. Yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit more. I don't think it's very irritating. Can't feel the shimmer right now, which is fantastic. I'll see if when the product wears away, if there's any shimmer left behind, or if I notice it more as I reapply it, which does happen sometimes with products, but I like that. That's pretty. All right, guys, so this was round 2 of testing the things I got from the Sephora sale. So first impressions, I'd say that I feel like my base products do look a little light still, but mostly they've settled into my skin, and I'm liking them so far. Like I said, I've been looking for more of a medium coverage concealer, so I think that will be a good option. My face is still a little tacky for my preference, so I don't know that I would use the foundation and the powder together. I'm going to, you know, test them out separately. I've already tested this. I know I love this, but the foundation, I'm gonna try this with some other powders to see if I like that combo better. But I think that the formula of the foundation and concealer meshed in really well together. So for those, like I said, good formulas. I just don't know that I love them all together with my skin type. Then the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in Power Boost still is looking a little yellow on me, not even orange, but like a little yellow. So we'll see. I've said it for like the 3rd time now. I am gonna do like a half and half test between the 2 shades to see what I like better, because it is a very nice formula. Then I did the Patrick Ta on my eyes. I want to play with this more. I think the shade is super pretty. I really like this final look, but it's good. It's not amazing. This was a particularly expensive palette. I feel like if any palette's over $50, I'm like, wow, that's expensive. So looking at it in person, these colors are very me. I think right now I'm initially just like so put off by the fact that I wasn't easily able to apply the shimmers with a brush. So like I said, please let me know your recommendations for lid brush. But looking at it in person, the color is very pretty. I like what it does for my green eyes. So yeah, I like it, but oh my gosh, totally forgot about the eyeliner. Okay, so the lip color, I like it. Comfortable, cooling, pretty shade. I do still want to try Bare Glow. Lovely. Okay, let's zoom in for the eyeliner. And my camera is trying to overheat and die on me at the same time, so I'm gonna go quickly. This is the Precision Gel Liner in Copper Gold that came out with this collection. And I'm just gonna put it in my waterline. and on my lower lash line. Really pretty. I love what that did for the shape and the color of my eyes. Doesn't it look so much more put together now? Love. Very, very creamy. I can already like see like some wear in the pencil from one application. Sorry, I know some people get kind of grossed out by this. It is really creamy though. I did have like a little chunk in my eye, unless that was the shadow. So I feel like if you were trying to pan a liner, this could go really quickly. Here's what it looks like swatched. Very pretty, very creamy. With metallic shades like this, I'm not so worried about wear or them being too creamy like I would if I was using like a brown or a black, but I'll definitely test out the wear time. But I like the color. The formula seems nice and creamy. So I wanted to show them to you compared to some other liners. So in the middle is Patrick Ta Copper Gold. Then this is Rosette from ColourPop, so more pink. And then my favorite Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner in Striking Copper, which has more orange. So different enough. But in case you were wondering, that's what those three shades look like. So I did just try to wipe off those liners on a towel, and the Patrick Ta was the first one to come off. I really had to scrub to get the Maybelline and the ColourPop off, and they're still there. So whatever that says, interesting. So those are my initial thoughts on these products. I'm very happy with the final look. I'm excited to play with them more, see how well they wear. And I will, of course, give you guys my finalized thoughts in a monthly makeup ranking, either this month or next month. And I would love to know what you guys picked up from the sale. Again, please check out my haul, my first try on. I will have one more coming up with things from Cali Ray, Melt Cosmetics, and Tower 28. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.